I just don't have it in me to be that upset about it. Um, this thumbnail, like, first of all, like, of course it's a bad choice. Again, this dude, I understand people not giving this man the benefit of the doubt with it. But I'm not going to be the one to excuse it. To me, it's not that big of a deal. If you ask me how I feel about it, it's not that big of a deal to me. It is what it is. The guy, he put, like, when you put a gorilla next to a black man, yes, there's going to be controversy amongst some people, of course. But to me, it's just like, it's spilt milk. It is what it is. Jim Cornette does need to know better, but am I going to personally cancel this man? Am I personally going to stop listening to him? No, it's dumb. It's dumb. It's super dumb. It's super dumb. And if Jim Cornette, if he says that he didn't see this coming or he's ignorant to it, no, you're not. Come on, man. I don't know how old Jim Cornette is, but um he's old enough to know when you put a black man in a picture with a gorilla, especially you're going to create controversy. That's just who it is. That's just what it is. If Triple H did the same thing, it would be the same result. I would argue if any white man did that, it would be a controversy, but especially Jim Cornette, who does not get the benefit of the doubt whatsoever. And I would ask, if you are not black, to sit this one out. I would ask if you are not black to sit this one out, because it's not necessarily your place to say anything about it. But I do think it's speaking for me, who has dealt with, I'm lagging very bad right now. Speaking for me, who has dealt with racism in the past and has, I mean, to a very minor level compared to some other people, admittedly. But again, it's not just, we have bigger things to worry about. Like, there's a genocide going on in Palestine right now. Like, and we're really about to get upset about this. Like, there is an option in YouTube to, like, genuinely just stop suggesting a man's content if it bothers you that much. Because let's be honest, you can't cancel Jim Cornette. You can't. You can't. Donald Trump showed y'all this. You cannot cancel people. When somebody is a cult of personality, you cannot cancel people. So, even if Jim Cornette is racist, then what? Then what? He's not on TV. Like, he's not on TV. He doesn't affect your daily life. Just ignore him. Like, that's the only thing we can do with people like that. Assuming he is racist. Now, me personally, do I think Jim Cornette racist? Fuck no. I don't. I do believe he is very, I think he's very he's wrong. He's wrong. For lack of a better word, he's wrong for doing that. Because, one, again, I don't believe he's racist, but he knew what he was doing. He knew that's going to create controversy. Because out of all the analogies he made in that video, he chose the gorilla. Like, yeah, like, you knew what you was doing. Like, Jim Cornette knows how to get people talking. Similar to CM Punk, he knows how to get people talking. But again, do I think he's racist? No, I don't. I wouldn't be listening to him if I genuinely thought he was racist. You don't have to feel bad for listening to him if you are not black. But but if he says that he didn't do this on purpose, because let's be honest, even though he does not draw the thumbnails, he does approve them. So yes, he's 100% wrong in what he was doing, but he knew what he was doing. He knows what he's doing. He's creating controversy, and mission accomplished. It's like Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like, he's doing stuff to get your attention. He's doing stuff to get you angry. Don't give him your attention. If you truly believe he's racist, don't give him your attention. Simple as that. Alex Jones. I don't listen to Alex Jones because he's ignorant. I don't listen to Alex Jones because he is not somebody I should be listening to. He's not somebody who adds anything positive to my life. A racist does not add anything positive to my life. So you know what I do? Block button. Don't recommend this channel. And if you listen to him, fine. But you're not about to get that off on my channel. If Jim Cornette is racist or whatever, block him. Block him. Don't ain't no point in giving him attention. Right. 100%. Like, yes, Jim Cornette references stuff I wouldn't understand the fact, like every fucking video he does. Hence how Travis Heckle, I believe is how you pronounce his name, that's how he gets his thumbnails. Like, he just because Jim Cornette makes a lot of similes and metaphors and analogies that it's easy to make a crazy drawing to. And he did the same thing this time. It's just, again, when you put like, we all grown enough to know when you put a black man next to a gorilla, you're going to create some controversy. Like, we all are grown enough to know that when you do that, what's the outcome of that. So yeah, Jim Cornette knew what he was doing. Just, if you truly feel he's racist, leave him alone then. Just don't, because what does he, like, he's not, Jim Cornette is not relevant in the grand scheme of things. Yes, he got a shout out from CM Punk, but in the grand scheme of things, Jim Cornette is not relevant. Just in the same way that I am not relevant. Eric Bischoff is not relevant. And I mean that by, if you did not want to watch Jim Cornette, you would not watch Jim Cornette. If you did not want to see Jim Cornette, you can mute his name on Twitter. You can mute his name. He's not somebody you have to see. That's what I mean by relevant. Is he relevant to me? Yes, because I love Jim Cornette's content. I watch Jim Cornette daily. He's very much relevant to me. But a King Mike or anyone who's upset, up in arms, and thinks Jim Cornette is a racist, he's not relevant then. If you don't listen to Jim Cornette, how is he relevant? I listen to a lot of NBA media. Skip Bayless is not relevant because I don't listen to him. I actively ignore Skip Bayless. He's not relevant. It's nothing in me to pay this man any attention. So again, if it bothers you that much, block his channel. If it bothers you that much, mute it. Because the people who actually watch Jim Cornette knows he's not racist. So I don't know. Like, what is because the people who watch Jim Cornette knows he's not racist. So who is he influencing to be racist? Should that have been checked? Yes. Should that have been checked? Yes. Is that okay? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's like if you put Caitlyn Jenner in a picture with a transformer or Optimus Prime. Like, we know the context of that. That's, I don't care if you were talking about Caitlyn Jenner or you was talking about Keeping Up with the Kardashians and you brought up how you was watching the Transformers. You know, when you put Optimus Prime in a picture with Caitlyn Jenner, that's going to create controversy. You know better. So I don't know. He knew what he was doing. If he wants more viewers, then it's a smart move. But if he's going to sit here and act like he doesn't know why he's trending, then that would really piss me off. If he acts like he doesn't know why he's trending, I'm not gonna lie, that would piss me off. Because Jim Cornette knows why he's trending. He knows why he's trending. Unless he does not approve his thumbnails, and which I highly doubt he doesn't. Unless he does not approve the thumbnails, and at least Brian Laz does. Either Jim Cornette or Brian Laz approves the thumbnails. It's one of the two. So unless he doesn't do that, he knew what he was doing, approving that thumbnail. So Just don't spit on me and tell me it's raining outside. Don't act like you don't know what you were doing. Yeah, he said a lot of racist things in the back in the day, and me personally, I just don't choose to hold people accountable for stuff they said 30 years ago, because I would hate to be held accountable for what I said last week. No, I mean, like, now if we're just debating, talking to shit about like wrestling opinions or NBA takes or stuff, of course hold me accountable. But if you hold me for my view of the world 30 years ago, when I'm not the same person I was this morning, the fuck are we talking about? Like, the fuck are we talking about? The only thing I hold, like, if you hurt somebody physically, then okay, then fuck you. But like saying slurs and shit, if you apologize to the offended party, fuck it. All right, whatever. Move on. If you have no recent history of it, fuck it. Move on. All right, whatever. I have no energy to be upset about that shit. Especially if I'm not like, if I'm not around you daily. Like, do I think me and Jim Cornette could be friends? Fuck no. No. Hell no. No, I would not be friends with Jim Cornette. Not because he's a racist, not because he's homophobic, not because he's transphobic. It's just he seems like an asshole, and I don't get along well with assholes. My favorite wrestler ever is CM Punk. I have tattoos similar to CM Punk. I don't think me and CM Punk would get along. I don't. I genuinely don't. And if you know me, you know I love CM Punk. But I don't think me and CM Punk would be friends. And that's okay. We don't know these people, man. Holding them accountable for what the mistakes they made 30 years ago is just, or the way that they looked at the world 30 years ago is just, will always be ridiculous to me.